Hey guys, for today's video I wanted to do a remake of a video that was up on this channel forever ago before I knew I actually wanted to be a YouTuber. We used to post very rarely and sporadically a little few bits and pieces of paranormal endeavors or a paranormal story or two, and I thought that I would remake one of the most prominent experiences so that way you'd have a better quality video to see. This experience was experienced by my mom, and I think that you guys would really find it interesting, so I wanted to remake that video. What happened right here in this very room again. This is the room that I grew up in. Now we live back in this house, and this is the bedroom that I had my very first paranormal experiences in, and now it's my home office, so I do my filming and any work-related type stuff in here. So when we went through our tragedy, when Mom was living with us, she was in this room, and this was her bedroom. So for 3 nights in a row after our tragic event, and this is when the negative entity was still inside our home, this is before it was ridded, she was sleeping in this room. For 3 nights, she would hear what she would describe as the sound of bones breaking inside of her closet. She didn't know what to make of it, and there's nothing else to produce that sound, so she would get up and check the closet, and nothing was there. So she eventually started brushing it off, and she would just try to go on to bed. Except one of those nights, she saw this big oblong type shadow thing. She describes it as a blob. She saw this thing go under her bed, and she began to think that she was having a mental breakdown. She thought that we had been through so much that she was physically having a mental breakdown. So again, she tried to brush it off and went on to sleep. The very next night is when she was asleep in her bed, and she doesn't know what, but something woke her up, and she remembers sitting straight up in bed. When she sat up, she remembers the same oblong black shadow come up beside her bed, and it actually passed through her body. It went through her head, and it stopped just for a brief moment and proceeded to exit. She said while this thing was inside of her head, she could feel this really cold, indescribable feeling. She says it's the strangest thing she's ever experienced to this day, and I can only imagine. That would be a terrifying encounter, I know. Especially, it's still got me baffled to this day, but she's just glad that it proceeded to exit and didn't remain and do anything further. But I just thought you guys might be interested in this little bit of information that happened while we did have all the major activity happening throughout our home, because that's something that physically affected her, and I wanted to see if any of you have ever heard of anything similar to this or even experienced something similar to this. So if you have, please definitely leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this story because I definitely found it interesting, and I thought you would as well. If you like this story, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already. I post a new video every Wednesday and Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love each and every one of you. You guys mean the world to me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.